This model of restoration has been spelled out so specifically, even though it may be improved and developed, because it solves the only social problem involving any violence whatsoever. The rest of this libertarian society can be best pictured by imaginative science fiction authors with a good grounding in praxeology, Mises' term for the study of human action, especially but not only economics. Some hallmarks of this society, libertarian in theory and free market in practice, called agorists, from the Greek agora, meaning open marketplace, are rapid innovation in science, technology, communication, transportation, production, and distribution. A complementary case can be made for rapid innovation and development in the arts and humanities to keep up with the more material progress. Also, such non-material progress would be likely because of total liberty in all forms of non-violent artistic expression and ever more rapid and complete communication of it to willing recipients. The libertarian literature extolling these benefits of freedom is already a large body and growing rapidly. One must conclude this description of restoration theory by dealing with some of the arcane objections to it. Most of these reduce to challenges to ascribe value to violated goods or persons. Letting the impersonal market and the victim decide seems most fair to both victim and aggressor. The latter point offends some who feel punishment is required for evil in thought. Reversibility of deed is not enough for them. Murray Rothbard takes the most moderate position here. He advocates double restoration. That is, not only must the aggressor restore the victim to prior unharmed condition as much as possible, but must become himself a victim for an equivalent amount. Not only does this doubling seem arbitrary, nowhere does Rothbard provide a moral basis for punishment, let alone a moral calculus, a la Bentham. Others are far worse in demanding ever greater plunder of the apprehended aggressor, making it probable that only the grossest fool who happened to err momentarily would ever turn himself in, and would rather attempt to cost his pursuers dearly. Many neo-randists would shoot a child for purloining a candy. Gary Greenberg, for instance. Others have chained teenagers to their beds to work off trivial trespasses. This is yet brushing the tip of horror. Far greater a travesty of justice is proposed by those who do not wish to restitute or even mildly punish, but to rehabilitate the violence initiator. While some of the more enlightened among the rehabilitators would accept concurrent working off of restitution debt, they would seize upon the victim's delegation of right of self-defense, the basis of all legal